Alright, here's an update. It's been a couple days since our video of the dogs. If you haven't checked that out, go meet the dogs. There are a lot of concerns about dogs being dirty. Don't worry, Karina cleans the house. Her mantra is sweep and mop, sweep and mop, sweep and mop, as you would expect when you have so many dogs. And I also would like to address, someone commented there's an evacuation flight on May 1st to the USA for something like $600. You could get a flight to London and then you could fly back to US the day after that. I just like that they call it an evacuation flight. I get it. Their citizens are in another country that's under state of emergency. But to call it an evacuation flight is kind of funny when you're going to a place with 20, 30 times the amount of cases and already some questions about the lockdown being lifted. I've seen videos where there's protests from people wanting the lockdowns to be lifted. I understand that. And then there's protests from medical workers, and it's a huge mess, it looks like. Here, mostly the people try to behave. Of course, there's a ton of arrests here in Morocco. Probably about the amount of arrests as there are actually cases of corona, so this is something kind of funny. Not funny, I mean, these people's lives are being hurt, but just ways different countries could go about this. One's not necessarily better or worse than the other, but to call something an evacuation flight, I find that funny. Another short story I would like to share with you today is one day I was working at home all day until about 1 or 2, and then it was finally time to go and have a feast. If you want to see what one of my feasts look like, check out the video in which we explore Moroccan fast food. But anyways, I walked out of the apartment, I turned the corner, and there was a large group of women seated outside on the street. And I never see this. And they just had couscous, couscous, so much couscous. It was a Thursday, so I was a bit confused why we were having a couscous party on the street. I'd never seen anything like this. There was a bit of a language barrier, but they were able to communicate that. The sky, they pointed to the sky, and it was cloudy. And they said that if we have this couscous party, it may rain. So they invited me for couscous. At first I said no, it felt uncomfortable, but they insisted. So I sat down and ate a mountain of couscous. They were nice enough to bring me a fork or spoon. So I tried to eat it with my hands. I just don't have the technique down yet. Maybe someone could give me some pointers with that, but I just can't eat couscous with my hands yet. It falls apart. Anyways, we have this big feast and everyone from the neighborhood is coming to pick up some couscous, and it's this big production, mountains of couscous, right? And then they bring out the buttermilk drink. What is it called? The Benin or Leben. Someone correct me on that, please. But we were drinking that. It was my first time. And at first I didn't like it, but it became an acquired taste after some couscous. So this is just my short story of couscous. I said shukran bezef, and that was my first street couscous experiment with homemade couscous. So I told you about the drink. Here we have it. It's the Leben, and we're going to go ahead and open it up. So milk or buttermilk and sometimes even yogurt drinks come in bags here. If you like reviews of yogurt drinks, I have a video on that from the past. Check it out. But here we're going to open the Leben with the knife. Moroccans, tell me if there's a better way. Try not to spill it everywhere. I'm gonna pour a fresh glass of thick Leben. Pour it like a Moroccan pours tea. Take the pour higher and then bring it back down. So now I have my Leben and I have my Couscous. Bismillah. Today we're all kind of on different schedules and I knew I needed to make a video today, so I'm dining alone. At least I'll share this experience. We have the couscous here still with our hodra, vegetables, lahem, meat, and like I said earlier, we have our Leben, which someone said smells like sour cream. But I don't like sour cream, so Leben to me is kind of something out of my comfort zone. It's sour milk, almost like a yogurt, or comparable to buttermilk. But we'll eat some couscous with the spoon, because I can't do it with my hands. And the Leben. It's pretty good. More couscous, more Leben. The consistency, excuse me as I talk with my mouth full, but the consistency is very thick. And it's a little sour, but it cleanses the palate so nice after the couscous. I'm going to cut the video here, enjoy the rest of my meal. Just want to share Leben with people unfamiliar, maybe viewers in the United States, and to any Moroccans living abroad that miss their Leben and couscous. Ramadan Saeed, Ramadan Kareem, Islama, goodbye, thank you.